It's me again, Balance. I wanted to go for something a little different today. So this is my sister's keyboard that she uses for work. It is a Redragon K617 60%. This one uses a Redragon red switch, which is essentially just your normal linear switch. And apparently it has a 40 gram actuation force with a 2mm travel. That really doesn't mean much to me, honestly. I figured there are still a lot of people who care about that. But in any case, as you can see, it is just as normal as it can get, and it's kind of noisy. So I thought I might as well practice lubing these switches up and to see how they sound. So I'm going to go ahead and do a typing test to see how they sound before and after. Okay, not so bad. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and see how they sound after I lube them up. So you'll see how they sound in probably a couple seconds after a few seconds of montages that will probably happen right now. Alright, so the keyboard is all now lubed up. I think I might need to do something with the stabilizer. Seems pretty rattly, but let me go ahead and show you guys how it sounds after just simply lubing up the key, or not the keycaps, but the switches. It already sounds a lot better, but I think there are some mods that I can do to the stabilizers, and I think to the overall sound of the board, as it's pretty hollow as it is. So let's go ahead and do that and see what I can do. You guys can't see it, but I've already taken so much of it out, but there was so much hair and I forgot to brush off the hair before I put in the switches. Ah, so horrible. Okay. Wow, this is a very easy board to put together, it looks like. So as we can see, it's very hollow inside here. So there are probably going to be two things that I'm going to do. First of all, down over here, I'm going to see if there are any foam that I can place here. And then I will do what is called the Tetris mod, which is essentially placing a layer of masking tape on the backside of the PCB in order to give it what people typically attribute to the popping or creamy sound. So let's see how that sounds after I do these mods. So I have this car dampening sound foam, and now I think it's actually too large for what I was originally going to use this for. But let's go ahead and see if this is something that I can go ahead and use. Hilariously a little lost on how I should approach this. Oh, that's really soft. Now I will go ahead and see if I can trace. So one thing I'm noticing is that there is that little piece over there for where the USB-C connection needs to go. So what I will probably do is I'll probably cut a little bit shorter on the length size Or is it the width size? I can never tell anymore. It just feels like it's not supposed to actually work. Okay, we've got the foam cutouts. I need to cut a little bit shorter on that end. Yeah, that should be good. And I think this thing is an adhesive, if I remember correctly. It is. So I need to kind of be mindful of where the holes needs to be poked. Here. Holes are supposed to go. Maybe that wasn't exactly the best method. Oh, I'm just going to have to wing it from here. Please stop moving, Mr. Foam. This one might be a little difficult because it's just right in the corner over there. I don't think it was. There is adhesive to this, but because this is such a pain in the butt to poke holes through out of, I'm just going to leave it there, and I think that's good enough. So with that mod done, the next thing to do is the Tempest mod on this, and that's probably the easiest part of this modification. And that's just to simply add masking tape. Now this is generally harmless and the easiest modification you could do to your keyboard, from what I've seen anyway. I don't know how many layers most people do on their keyboard, but for my sake, I think I'm just going to do about 1 layer just because this is already a pretty small keyboard as it is, and I don't want to risk not being able to close this keyboard. Okay, that should do it. I should be able to close this now. This is going to be a little tight. Okay, this is doable. Very doable. Okay, that barely made it on. And I'll be right back as soon as I put the keycaps back on. I forgot to do the stuff with the stabilizers, honestly. That's on me. I don't have the syringe to just kind of like insert lube inside the stabilizers, but I think it needs more work than just lubing. But in any case, it sounds significantly different, and I'm a little excited to have you guys here. So let's go ahead and do a typing test again. So yeah, for whatever reason, the backspace sounds magnificent, but it also feels squishy. I think part of the foam is causing it to do that. Something's weird about that spacebar, or not spacebar, but backspace. That's it for now, at least. In the next video, we'll be working on this one last time. I'm excited to try a few things out, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it too. So until next time, I'll see you guys around. Bye.